Brazil, and Africa.
Welcome to history. We're going to start with our continents and oceans song. Sam?
Africa, North, South America, North, Australia, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Ocean too.
To be seated. Now let's see how well we can remember the names of these continents. What continent is this?
Good. What about
What
this
about
one,
this
Emily?
one, Emily?
Europe,
Good. Down here, Jenny.
Australia,
You've got it. Jacob.
Europe,
Yes. Cadence.
South America,
How about Presley?
South America.
You've got it. Cadence.
South America.
Yes, ma'am. Up here,
North
Carly.
America,
Good. And down here, the cold one.
Antarctica,
Yes. Now let's talk oceans. What is this one? Carson?
Atlantic Ocean,
Atlantic.
What about this one, Jacob?
Indian,
Good. What about this one, Emily?
Pacific.
It is the Pacific down here, Una.
Southern.
Southern. What about the one at the top, Anna? Arctic Ocean.
Arctic.
Correct. Now we're going to go into a competition to help us review some of the things that we've been learning about in history. Our goal in reviewing is to be ready for our next lesson for the test. So you want to be listening and carefully participating so that you can work to get all of these answers to these questions correct. Kaden, go be scorekeeper for the boys, and let's have Adriana, scorekeeper for the girls at the side, beside our animals on the side for history. So our first girl and boy on this side, Emily, go ahead and turn the lights on for us on that side, and then you'll be ready to help us participate. Students watching, you'll want to try to beat these competitors in the classroom as well, and to work to be accurate and correct with your answers also, so that you are ready for that next lesson's history test. Tell me one thing that God used to build our American heritage.
His voice.
People. That would be correct. I'll give it to you for people. Next to Cadence and Gage. What do we call a written record of what man has done with the time God has given him? Anyone? Tyra? Karsten? Emily?
Ada.
No. What subject are we studying? Jacob?
History.
History. No points for that one, but it is history. Next two, so yes. That Italy is a part of.
Europe.
Boys have it next two. What do we call a large area?
Island.
Tie. The large area would be a continent. We'll do a new question. How many continents are there?
7.
Carson, next two. So next girl, Morgan. What did the people call the unknown sea in the day of Columbus?
Sea of darkness.
Yes, Aiden, nice job. Point for the boys next two. This one will be for the students watching first. Who were the sailors who robbed from ships? It is pirates. No points for that one in our classroom. Your question is, a group that travels together through the desert is called a? Caravan. Yes, Anna, you are correct. Next two, so let's have Amaya and Josh. What do we call a long trip across the sea or ocean? Boys have it. Next girl, Kathleen and Asa. What was the country that Columbus was washed ashore in?
Europe.
It is a country in Europe, but I'm looking for the specific country. Students watching? And anyone? Tyra?
England.
No. Una?
Spain.
No. Carson? Students watching, if you said Portugal, you are correct. No points in our classroom. Next two. So next boy on this side would be Presley against Lexi. Tell me the name that we give to the area that was known as India, China, Japan, and the Spice Islands in Columbus's day.
Indies.
It is the Indies. Good, Presley. A point for the boys. Next two. Tell me the king and queen of Spain, ships and money for Columbus.
King and
Queen of
and
Spain.
King Ferdinand and Queen of
I will give it to you. King Ferdinand is correct. The other person was Queen Isabella. Students watching, if you said Queen Isabella, you are correct. Nicely done. Next two. What was the title given to Columbus?
Sailor of the Sea.
You're very close. No points, though. Anyone? Jacob?
Admiral of the Ocean Sea.
Admiral of the Ocean Sea. Boys have that. Next two. So next girl and my next boy. What was the country that gave Columbus ships?
Spain.
Girls have that. Students watching, which of Columbus's ships was the largest? Anyone? Emily?
Santa Maria.
Yes, it was the Santa Maria. Girls have that point, that extra point. Now back to you two. What was the day, the month and the day, and the year that Columbus spotted land?
October 12th, 1492.
Together, you both have it correct. It is October 12th, 1492. No points, but good team effort. Let's do a new question. So Carson and Tyra, you are back up for the next question. How many total voyages did Columbus make?
12. 6.
Anyone? Emily? Gage?
6.
Students watching? It was 4. No points. Be seated. So next girl and boy, Jacob and Carly. Or excuse me, not Jacob, Aiden and Carly.
True or false?
Columbus's men hoped to find great riches.
True.
Boys were a hair faster. It is true. Next two. What do we call a group of people ruled by their own country who settle in another land?
Colonists.
Colonists is the most correct answer. Some of them were gentlemen, but not all of them. So girls have that point next too. Who was the king who wanted to start an English colony in the New World?
Kevin Newport.
Anyone? Jimmy.
King James I.
Yes, he was the captain, but the king was King James. Next girl, Amaya and Asa. Give me one of the English ships that King James sent over. Discovery is correct. Nice job for the boys. Good, Asa. Next girl, Kathleen. And Presley up for the boys on this side. Tell me the Indian leader who was the chief of many Indian tribes. Tie both teams a point. Nice job. Don't forget to wait to let me finish first. Lexi and Gage. Who is the Indian princess? You're close. Anyone? Morgan? Pocahontas. Time was up. Girls have it correct. Girls and boys. Next two. What was the first successful English settlement in the New World? Both of you are correct. You are a little fast. I'll give both of you a point, so make sure you wait for me to finish. Next girl, Cadence, and next boy, Jacob. And this question is for students watching. What did the colonists sent by the King James I name their colony? And anyone? Tyra? Yes, that is correct. Point for the girls. And the next two that were Cadence and Jacob. We're back to you two. What was one problem with the location of Jamestown?
They had no fresh water.
No fresh water. Boys have that point. Nice job. Next girl and next boy. What disease carried by mosquitoes did many people at Jamestown get?
Malaria.
Tie both teams a point. Next two. So yes, ready to go. John Smith's rule, he who will not work shall not eat, came from where?
Bible.
Tie both teams a point. Nice job. Carly and Deb. And this question is for students watching. The winner 9 to 1610 was called anyone? Asa?
Starving time.
Starving time. Boys team gets a point for that one. And back to Morgan and Carly. Not Morgan and Carly, Dev and Carly. There we go. Gets a point for that one. And back to Morgan and Carly. Not Morgan and Carly, Dev and Carly. There we go. Who was the captain of the Treasurer?
Captain Argo.
Yes, good. Way to think. Boys have that one next to Morgan and Josh. What was the English name given to Pocahontas?
Rebecca.
Good job, Morgan. A point. Anna and Asa. Who married Pocahontas?
John Rolfe.
Asa. Amaya and Presley. What was the name of Rebecca and John Rolfe's son?
Thomas.
Boys. Next to Kathleen and Gage. This question is for students watching. Who were the Englishmen who wanted to separate from the Church of England? Anyone? Jacob.
Separatists.
Yes, point for the boys, and then back to Jacob and Kathleen. Who were the Englishmen who came to America for adventure? Anyone? Tyra.
Stranger.
Emily?
Strangers.
Strangers. Girls have it. Jimmy, it's now your turn. And Lexi. What do we call both the separatists and strangers together?
Pilgrims.
Yes. Next two. Who was the military leader of the Plymouth colony?
John Rolfe. John Smith.
Anyone? Asa.
Miles Standish.
Yes. Students watching, if you said Miles Standish, you are correct. Nicely done. Next two. Where was the... Tell me all three of Columbus's ships. Boys. Caden.
Santa Maria. Discovery.
And I'll stop you there. Santa Maria is correct. Have a seat, boys. Santa Maria, Nina, and Pinta. So students watching, if you said Santa Maria, Nina, and Pinta, you would have been correct. Now, yes, he traded with the Indians for food, and he also kept peace with the Indians. What do you think the changes that John Smith made to Jamestown, boys? Caden?